Will your grace run?
Good morning, men. We continue with our daily lectionary from Mark chapter 6, verses 35 to 44 today. Oh, and by the way, the GoPro just came in the mail yesterday, so give me a few days to figure out how to work it. If any of you have young men or young sons that are experts at GoPro and how to use them, please let me know. I could use a tutorial from them. So anyway, back to our daily vlog, Mark 6, beginning at verse 35. By this time it was late in the day, so his disciples came to him. "This is a remote place," they said, "and it's already very late. Send the people away so they can go to the surrounding countryside and villages and buy themselves something to eat." But he answered, "You give them something to eat." They said to him, "That would take 8 months of a man's wages. Are we to go and spend that much on bread and give it to them to eat?" Jesus said, "How many loaves do you have? Go and see." When they found out, they said, 5 and 2 fish. Then Jesus directed them to have all the people sit down in groups on the green grass. So they sat down in groups of hundreds and fifties. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and looking up to heaven, he gave thanks and broke the loaves. Then he gave them to his disciples to set before the people. He also divided the 2 fish among them all. They all ate and were satisfied, and the disciples picked up the 12 basketfuls of broken pieces of bread and fish. The number of men who had eaten was about 5,000. What I love about this reading is a couple things. We remember from the book of James that the Father of heavenly lights is the giver of all good gifts. And so what we have in this scene is we have Jesus taking the minimal resources that the disciples are able to pull together, 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, lifting them up to the Father, who is the giver of all good gifts, and having the Father bless them. And him, Jesus, also is a gift from the Father to us, and he is the very bread of life. And so we have in this story a magnificent instance of Jesus not only asking and teaching us about how the Father meets our daily needs for bread and food and provisions, but how he is also sent to be the bread for our souls, who speaks words and teaches things that are the very food that we eat in our faith. And so we feast on the teaching of Jesus and rejoice that he also teaches us how the Father gives us all our daily bread. So think about that today, particularly as you pray the Lord's Prayer. Man, have a good day.